Yeah, it's
Hello, everyone,
recording.
and welcome back to another episode of Saturday Night Sleepover. I'm your host, Charlie, and today we're trying a new thing because I got a Christmas present of a wireless microphone. So I've never recorded, well, at least not since like the very early days when it was on Anchor on my phone. And I usually record on my laptop, and so this will be interesting because this will be exciting to see how it turns out.
Yeah, it's super exciting. I'm always on my phone.
I know, but that's because I send you a link, and like I've never like figured out how to send a link or done anything on the Riverside app before. It's always been on my computer with my fancy microphone,
Yeah, that makes sense.
so that it sounds good. But now I have this fancy microphone that sounds good and makes me look like an influencer.
You're such an influencer. Oh my God. What are your top 3 products this year?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Not Riverside.
You're an anti-influencer.
I don't know. Riverside is okay, I guess. It hasn't lost one of my episodes, but now that I said that, it's gonna lose this one
Knock knock on wood.
in a while, at least. It's been maybe a month,
Hmm.
2 months, maybe.
I don't know, but I believe you.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. If you've never heard me rage against Riverside, because it's been a while since I have, but I usually do.
Rage Against the Machine.
Kenzie and I got to hang out IRL since the last time we recorded. And I
Very
got to see
briefly.
her new house.
Mm-hmm.
That is not finished yet.
No, but it actually looks like a house because it has windows and doors.
Yeah, and walls. The
Well,
last time I drove by, it was just desert.
was it just the foundation?
No, it was just desert.
Like there was nothing?
There was nothing, not even
It,
a hole.
it was a plot of land. And now it
Yeah.
has bones.
Hmm.
It's exciting.
But there was no crystals.
No, there's no crystals in the wall yet. There might be. They haven't put in the insulation yet. So it is a very real possibility. But I feel nervous because my family is
Why?
so. Everyone but my mom is very judgy about my witchy stuff. My mom gave me like an anxiety voodoo doll for Christmas. So she gets
She
it.
didn't tell me about it.
My doll,
Hmm.
it just looks like, have you seen like a Damn It doll?
No.
Oh, well, it kind of just looks like this homemade doll, and it's got weird ass, like, he looks very frazzled, but he's holding a bag, and stitched into the bag says anxiety. And whenever you're feeling anxious, you just put the guy in the bag, and it's supposed to protect you from the anxiety.
Aww.
It's cute. Who knows if it
That's
works,
pretty
but I
cute.
think it's cute.
That is cute.
So that's fun. Yeah, I don't know the code to the house because usually everyone else is there. And so I don't ever have to put the code in. And I had to be really annoying to my boyfriend and call him like 5 times to get in and get out. But,
Because she didn't realize you could just push the lock button.
well, some places you have to put in the code to lock it. I don't know, but that's not the case, apparently.
I guess that you just push the lock button if anybody wants to lock Kenzie's house with her.
Yep.
Now they know how.
Now you know.
You just push the button.
Yeah, Charlie and I got to hang out for a very brief moment. We played garbage for like 5 seconds, and then she helped me peel some ugly eggs.
Did anybody complain about those eggs?
No, Wyatt's sister ate like 6 in a row.
Oh my
She's
gosh.
like, these are so good. It's funny.
Well, I'm not very good at peeling hard boiled eggs. I always make them ugly. And so Kenzie was starting to peel the eggs for deviled eggs for Christmas dinner. And I was like, I'll help you. And then immediately I was like, I hate this. And she's like, you don't have to help me.
Yeah,
And I
why
was
did
like,
you offer?
I just hate it because I always make them ugly. And she's like, look at this. This one's ugly.
Yeah, I don't think any of them were pretty, but they were all tasty, and that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Season that with love.
Yeah. And the garbage was fun. I love playing garbage though.
Me too. And Asher is actually good at it.
And Kenzie stole. She's going to go straight to jail for stealing creamer from the gas station.
I feel like it's allowed because it's the little tiny cups that you put in the coffee, and I already bought stuff from the store. I just didn't want to buy their shitty coffee. And nowhere, like, they didn't have a bottle of creamer to sell, so I just
Because it was
took.
literally Christmas.
It was Christmas Day. And okay, I need a poll up for the people. Do you get dressed and really cute on Christmas Day, or do you stay ugly and in your jammies and super comfy? Because I pull up to pick up Charlie and she's all dressed cute and she's like, "Okay, we're going to Maverick." And I'm like, "Cool." I look homeless and we roll up and I feel like it was mostly chill looking people in there. They were not dressed up, so I need the people to speak.
Well, sorry for not wearing Crocs on Christmas.
Listen, those are my fake Crocs. They're
Your
not even
Crocs?
real. They're frocks. My pants were too long. I needed a platform shoe and I wasn't going to wear my Doc Martens. Those are my only tall shoes.
Well,
Short girl
if you need
props.
coffee creamer on Christmas Day, you can go steal some from the little take and go. Colton had a good idea when I got home and told him that you stole it.
Oh
He was
my
like, why
gosh.
did she not just fill up one of the coffee creamers from the coffee creamer machine? Like a
That
cup.
feels way more stealing than the other one.
But if you pay for it.
I guess that's true. Well, listen, I had rationed my creamer appropriately, but then my boyfriend decided he was going to have coffee, and so that foiled my plans. Because I foiled my plans. Well, he normally drinks Red Bull, but he was not going into town because he wanted to be a gremlin on Christmas.
Mm.
Mm.
Did your air fryer ever work?
We have not tried to mess with it again. I need to try and mess with it and see what's up, but I don't know why it's like I only tried to mess with it for like 10 minutes. It's probably fine. I'm like, we should figure this out before it's too late
Why would it be too late?
to return it.
Well, it's a manufacturing default.
I
They'll
don't know.
always replace it, won't they?
I don't know. I don't know the things.
Defect, not default.
I knew what you meant. I read it in your brain.
I came back to work today for the first time since like in like a week because I went to Utah and then I had like 3 days off. And uh like my computer, like it would always be able to, like, I could close it and then just have the monitor and not have to like have the computer open. And then whenever I got back, some setting got messed
Updated.
around.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I had to have it open. And then luckily an IT guy was just walking through and I was like, "Sir, I need you to answer this quick question for me." And he didn't make me put in a ticket. And for all the corporate girlies out there, all the IT people always make you put in tickets for every little thing.
Well,
And that
yeah.
was my win today. That he was like, all you do is just, I was like, can you just tell me where the setting is on the computer and I will turn it off myself? And
Yeah.
he was like, yeah, just search it in the search bar. And I was like, oh yeah, I can do that. I forgot. He's like, it's called lid. So I just searched lid in the search bar and turned it back off. And that was my win for today. I figured it out without the IT guy needing me to put in a ticket and me figuring it out on my own, essentially, after he told me what to do.
Good job. So proud of you.
I also told my friend, the friend that works in the office next door to me, she is so smart, but she also has zero street knowledge. What is that called?
Common sense.
Common sense. Yeah. I'm gonna throw shade, but I had to teach her today that the District of Columbia is not a state; it is a district for Washington D.C., and it is not in Washington State.
Oh my gosh.
She is so smart.
I feel like you learned that in like 5th grade.
I don't know. She grew up in Arkansas.
I can only hear you out of one of my headphones, so I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I said she grew up in Arkansas.
Oh,
Maybe
well,
it says something about the Arkansas schools. I don't know.
who knows?
Arkansas is great and beautiful.
It
I
is very
wonder if it's
beautiful.
because my thing is set up to mono that you can only hear it out of one. Maybe.
No, when I was playing a game with my friend and we were talking on Twitch, I could only hear out of one headphone, so it's not you.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Because I've never used this setting before and I didn't do any testing. Big surprise. I never do any.
No, it's me problem, not a you problem, I swear.
You were literally just telling me that you're not an e-girl. And
I'm not
then
an
you tell me that
e-girl.
you were telling that you were like playing a
Listen,
game on Twitch or
I wasn't
some
streaming or
baloney.
anything. It was just me and Nicole visiting each other's valleys in Dreamlight Valley. It's a very basic ass bitch, not e-girl.
Okay. I knew that whenever you told me you started to like anime, we were gonna end up here one day.
I'm not doing weird like games. I'm playing like Animal Crossing and Dreamlight Valley. These are
I'm so
very
teasing
fun, basic games that my mom plays these games, okay? You think my
you. Your
mom's an
mom is?
e-girl? No.
Yeah.
She's
You.
not. She's a yarn girl.
She's a yarny girl.
She is a fiber artist. She is not an e-girl.
Oh man, I love your mom. I wish that I had snuck out to her house to see her. I
I
felt weird.
I offered for you to come over there twice and you didn't.
You when did you offer for me to come over there?
One on Christmas Eve when I was there, and then on Christmas Day when you're like, I want to go to your mom's house. I'm like, I'm not going there, but you can go there. And you're like,
Yeah.
no. So twice,
I
boom.
felt weird going. I felt weird going without you.
Why?
I don't know. I do love your mom, so I shouldn't have felt weird.
I think it would have been totally fine if you went by yourself, but I also understand. But I was not going to drive anywhere else besides Maverick on Christmas. Because listen, normal. I'm a child of divorce. My boyfriend's a child of divorce. He has a baby mama. That means we have minimum 5 Christmases. Do you
Yeah.
know how much that is? That is a lot. And this year I decided I'll do one on Christmas Eve, one on Christmas Day, one the day after. So I cut it down to 3. Called it good. It was the best Christmas I've had as an adult.
Good. Oh,
Hashtag
that's what
boundaries.
hashtag boundaries. I was gonna say that's what good boundaries are for.
Well, I tried last year and it wasn't as effective as this year.
Maybe it just takes a minute.
It's hard, but we did it. We did the damn thing.
Good job. What did you
Go.
get for Christmas?
Voodoo doll and an air fryer. I got a minky blanket from my job, which was very nice. I got some clothes. We didn't have like a super big Christmas because me and Wyatt didn't do each other this year because we're building a house. So
Mhm.
all of our fun money goes to that. But
Yeah.
yeah, the most exciting thing I think was my air fryer, which was very nice of my brother. What about you? What'd you get?
I got this cool microphone. I wasn't gonna and a trip to Utah. I wasn't gonna get um anything but the trip to Utah. But then I got cool AirPods. You have to make something like you new one.
Nice. Got him some EMFs.
Yeah. I mean, we're both wearing EMFs right now too, so
AirPods are nuts, though. I'm surprised Colton hasn't gone down that rabbit hole.
I'm sure he has. But also, he like drives for a living, and I don't want him texting and driving. And the AirPods do it.
Okay, that's fair.
They'll like read it to you and then respond.
Yeah. Isn't there cameras in his truck where he can't text anyways?
I don't know. I don't think so. I know that there's a GPS.
I maybe made
Is
that
there
up in my
cameras on
brain.
Wyatt's truck?
No, but his job isn't driving. His job is working.
Colt's job is working too, but he has to drive to the job.
What am I thinking of? A driving job? Who am I thinking of? I don't
It's
know.
not Colton. He's a generator repairman, so he has to drive to all the generators and repair them.
I know. I was thinking of a driving job for some reason. It's there's a crossed wire in my brain somewhere. Why is that so funny?
It's in your Dreamlight Valley.
It's not. No one drives in Dreamlight Valley. I use my magic to glide.
Oh, okay.
Yep, slay. It sounds so
I
lame. I'm not a Disney girly, but it's so fun. It's like if The Sims
Is
and
it a
Animal
Disney
Crossing.
game?
Yeah, it's like literally you hang out with Disney characters, which sounds stupid. It does. I'm not like one of those Disneyland bitches from Utah, but they are in
You
abundance
kind of
here.
sound like one now.
I swear I'm not. I've only been there twice in my life.
I haven't been there since I was a child.
I went as a child and we only rode 4 rides in like a full day because we didn't understand how it worked.
I was a child, and I was so young that I don't even remember what we did.
Oh, Coulter was a baby, so he wouldn't remember either. Have you gone to
No, I was
Knott's Berry
probably like,
Farm?
yeah, I remember going to Knott's Berry Farm. I was probably like 6
That one's fun.
or 7. And my dad made a big deal out of it because I made him ride the one that went upside down
Yeah,
because you needed a parent to ride with you. And so even to this day, he'll be like, "She made me do it." I'm like, "Dad, it was 20 years ago."
I made Tiger ride that one with me, and you know how it like takes a picture when you're upside down. He was
Hmm.
bright green in the picture because I'd made him ride all the roller coasters with me. It's
Yeah,
funny.
that,
Yeah,
that happened when I was a kid too. I wonder how common that experience is.
probably very. I also think it's funny that it was our dad's, not our mom's.
Yeah. No, my mom, I've never even been to an amusement park with my mom. She doesn't go.
She's not into amusement.
Not in that way. She's
She-
into quilting.
She's just a serious lady.
Yeah, she's a serious lady.
She likes quilting and politics.
So
I know.
true. Yes, this is true.
My mom likes yarn and tequila. It's fine.
Our moms are not the same.
They're just different vein.
Yeah. But, I think very different baby body.
They're two separate species.
Yeah, they're cats and
Oh
dogs.
my gosh.
What?
I just, I'm laying on Asher's bed, which is my boyfriend's son, and I just realized there's a literal chunk of the foam missing from his mattress topper, which means he just ripped it off, but it looks like a giant bite mark. But I mean, his
He's
mouth is
probably
nowhere near
hungry.
that big.
Are you feeding that child?
Yeah, he won't eat foam. And it's too large, but it just looks like a monster chomped a bit out of it. It's a little spooky. Yeah, spook.
He's funny.
Asher?
Yeah.
Don't you love him? He is funny. He's
He
such a
tried to get me to
turd.
play Super Smash Brothers with him, but I don't know how to play video games.
You really like just have to button mash. I was trying to show you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is he ripping out of his bed?
I don't know. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but because I don't see the foam anywhere. I'm convinced a creature ate it.
Maybe the dog?
No, he doesn't come in here.
Oh my gosh. Also, their dog is like the neediest wolf ever. It
He
is
actually is
like,
so needy. It's because no one ever
yeah.
comes over, so when someone's over, he's like, "Ah."
And then he like put his nose in my armpit while I was trying to deal cards. And I was like, sir, you cannot play cards.
No, he'll just like nudge his way into any conversation he can. He's ridiculous.
And he's giant. He's like the biggest dog I may have ever seen.
When he stands up on his hind legs, his arms go on my shoulders and he can look me directly in the eyes.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've ever seen a dog bigger than him. Like maybe a Great Dane.
Yeah, probably. If you've seen Great Danes, they're bigger. They're a little taller. But he's big and fluffy.
But I can't imagine a dog bigger than him.
And it's intimidating because he like makes eye contact, so you just feel like, ooh.
I know he could literally tear my arm off if he wanted
100%. If he wanted to, but he's nice.
Yeah. I'm scared.
He's not scary. He's very nice. He just yells when he, like in the morning when I go to make coffee, he's just like yelling at me. Like, how dare you sleep all night? I need to go outside. It's ridiculous.
Well, I guess he's not scary, but he's just intimidating.
Yeah, I think it's because he like actually looks you in the eyeballs. That's what I find intimidating.
He looks in the eyeballs, and you also know he could rip your arm. Like Doug is not gonna rip somebody's arm off.
No, definitely not.
I did finally give Doug a bath, and we have a dog hair blower, and I blew out his hair,
Yeah.
and he was so floofy for the first 2 days. Now he
Oh, I
looks
bet.
normal.
He got a doggy blowout. That's awesome.
Hmm.
That's funny.
But we got home, and he had been at the border, and when he comes back from the border, he usually smells like he's been peed on a lot.
Ew.
Because I know they're all out there peeing on each other and messing around.
And like licking like each other.
Hmm.
Or slobbering. I feel like the slobbery dogs will just drool on the fluffy dogs.
Yes. So I was
Sick.
like, you are getting a bath as soon as we got home.
That's
And
good.
then I get him a bath at like 10 o'clock at night. And so I had to blow dry.
That sounds like a choice.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was.
But you need to talk about all of the other people you saw when you were in Utah, because you didn't just see me, you saw like a whole slew of people.
Yeah. I went to go up north and I played bowling with everybody. I tried getting that Kenzie to go with me, but she's too cool to hang out.
That's not true. I was building my house.
And working.
And working, exactly. I couldn't just abandon my responsibilities.
Yes, you can.
No, I'll be fired, both from my family and my job.
Well, that doesn't sound like the worst thing ever. You can just come live with me and I'll be your family and your job.
Oh, the house gnome plot thickens.
Yeah, so I went and hung out with like a bunch of people. Like some people from college. I hung out with Kristen Martin and Kristen Smith. And it was fun. I liked it.
And some people from our old job.
Oh yeah, I did see some people from our old job.
You're popular?
And well, I think it's just that I'm from out of town and people like want to use the opportunity to hang out with somebody they don't get to see very often.
Yeah, for sure.
But it is nice to like have people to hang out with in situations like that.
Yeah.
I am ready for you to open your charcuterie/coffee cart business, and I won't stop sending you videos on it.
You're ridiculous. She's like, I think you could do this because you're really pretty. What?
You're pretty and you're smart and you like cheese and coffee. I think you could do it.
Who doesn't like cheese and coffee? Lactose
A lot
intolerant
of
people.
people.
There's a lady in town who does charcuterie boards and she does them so beautifully. I feel like I could not compete.
I'm not talking about boards. I'm talking about a bar.
I know.
You don't have to do it pretty. You just cut it up and stick it in a bar, and then people will have like it'll be like Golden Corral,
Ew.
but you like show up at their party.
So a non-tacky
And
version.
yeah, you can like go. It's like an all you can eat charcuterie bar,
I don't know.
and then you just cut the things up and put it in little tins, and people pay you to come to their parties. So that's one thing. And then I also think you also use that cart for being a barista at like events.
I think you underestimate how cheap people are in Utah.
Well,
You know it's true. That would totally be a thing in Arkansas, but here it's like people are like, I could do
well,
that myself.
even more influence for you to come be my house now.
I'm not making points in your favor. I'm just making anti-points.
I think if you found it the right crowd, like there's a crowd for it in St. George for sure because we have another friend that has a similar business that people pay for it.
Yeah, that's true. I was just thinking of that.
See? And
And
you could partner with her.
you're wild for that.
I think
She,
it's a good idea.
uh, I don't know. I love your entrepreneur brain, but I feel uncertain about that.
It's a good
Also,
idea.
there's so many coffee shops in Utah now, which is nice, or at least in Cedar.
My friend told me that there's like 5 places. She goes to BYU. She's getting her master's. She told me there's like 5 places on campus to get coffee.
That's mind
Doesn't
blowing.
that seem illegal?
Well, I feel like they're trying to cater to a broader audience because everyone's leaving them. Oh, who said that?
Yeah, you're gonna get shadow banned in Utah now.
I don't care.
It's okay.
But
But I think so. Well, I don't know, but I know when I went to BYU, it was a big deal.
yeah, there's no way that would be a thing.
Yeah, like we had to wait until midnight on Sunday to purchase food if we were hungry so that we
Yeah.
wouldn't get kicked out of school. Like there's ridiculous things like that that really happen.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Very crazy. But coffee is cool, I guess. And
What?
that's why I say you should start a coffee cart because it's trending. And
I'm
people
not
want
starting a coffee cart.
to do it. Hi, Wyatt.
He's judging us
You
with
can judge
the
us.
EMFs in. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's wearing his AirPods.
Ah,
Ah. Anyways, the end.
the end. Yeah, I guess he just got home from work.
Yeah, he worked his regular job and
Kind of
then,
late.
well, he worked his regular job and then a side job.
Oh,
So he was at a side job for like 3 hours.
oh, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, he's been working for 12 hours.
Yep.
Slay. I work a double tomorrow too. My last shift at the bar.
Yeah. Are you excited or sad for both?
I think both. Like I don't do very much social stuff anymore because I'm always so busy. So it's been nice to make friends that way at the bar. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited to not work from. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Maybe it won't come out. Excited to not work from 8:30 in the morning until 3 in the morning. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
So like the other night,
Why did you end up quitting the bar?
because we're getting Wyatt's son every weekend. We've been getting him every
Oh yeah,
weekend.
that's right.
So it's hard to juggle that schedule, and usually I work a double Friday and Saturday, and then we're working on the house on Sundays and Saturdays. So it just makes it really busy, and I want to make sure that Ash is getting quality time with us, you know?
I feel like your house is like close enough that you could almost like have a finished date.
Yeah, I think so. My guess is 3 months. Wyatt thinks 4.
Wow, that's like soon. That's like before summer.
Yeah. The goal, I think, was spring. We did my brother's in 7 months, so I feel like we started September, like later September, actually. Mid-September, probably. I'd have to look at
You
the
guys started in
pictures.
the summer.
We had the property, but we didn't start then. I'll have to look at my pictures.
Well,
Here.
it's coming together. I feel like there's bathtubs, so it'll be a house soon.
Yeah, we're pulling flex for the electrical right now. So that's almost done. And then you do the insulation and drywall, and then it's really just
I
button up stuff.
I also feel like once the drywall is done, like days where you don't have to work, there's like a lot more work that you can do, like
On
on
my own.
random days by yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Everything that you're doing right now needs like 5 people to do it. But
Yeah.
once you get past the drywall part, I feel like there's a lot of things that just one person can do.
Yeah, so we started in September because we were doing the foundation September 17th.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
I'd say so. Especially like since it's only on the weekends and after work, we're not out there all the time. That's a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's quick.
But there is a lot more stuff I can do on my own without the direction of other people once we get to certain points.
What do you think you're the best at?
What do I think I'm the best at?
Hmm.
I don't feel like I'm good at any of the house stuff really.
Oh my goodness, I bet you're good at painting.
Yeah, I'm good at painting. Um, I really loved staining the trim and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. I thought that was really fun. I I don't know. I've gotten better at stuff. Definitely better than the last time around.
Yeah, and you'll just keep getting better.
Yep, because we have 2 more to
It's
go.
it's easy. I don't know. Once you figure it out, maybe I don't know because I was so young when I learned how to do all that stuff. So maybe I don't know for real. But like to me, Colton just started a project in the guest room in the closet, and I was like, "This is what you do. This is how you frame a closet." And I just like told him how to do it, and he was like, "But what if we did this?" And I was like, "No, it is the easiest, best, most efficient way is to do it this way."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "How do I know how to do that?"
Because you learned it as a child, so it's in your brain.
Yeah, I know, but it's still like weird that that's in my brain even though I never use it. Anyway, it just feels like it's simple stuff once you figure it out.
Yeah, it definitely gets easier once you understand it. But there's still some things like I take more time on. But for the most part, I feel like we're doing really good. And I feel like everyone has a grasp on what we're doing now, this time around.
Yeah, you didn't have to be the version one. That's kind of nice.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Good. I don't know why I just did that.
You look like a gerbil.
I am a gerbil.
You look like you're eating a carrot.
Yummy. I can't believe it's about to be 2025.
Yeah, that feels weird, especially considering I feel like we just lived through 2020.
Yeah, right? It's been 5 years.
It's weird to think that
Do you
in
have any?
2020 I was in lockdown with my ex-husband and my evil dog,
Yeah, that is weird to think. And now
just
you're building a house.
with my serious boyfriend and raising his child. So weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so weird.
right?
And um, like my life is also extremely different because I live in a different part of the country.
Which we didn't know if that would ever happen, even though we were
Yeah,
trying that for a long time.
yeah, we were manifesting that for a long time.
It was our moon water night.
Yeah, that did it.
I believe it.
We talked about that on the podcast before, and then randomly one day Colton just like came in from work and he was like, "Moon water, eh?" And I was like, you're not allowed to listen. That's not cool.
When you first told me that you were doing this, and I was like, would listen and send you like thoughts during the thing, you're like, what are you talking about? And then I was like, your podcast. You're like, I don't listen back. And now I don't listen to our episodes. The only one I've really listened to is the waxing shut one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's because I had to listen to it against my will because Hunter and Wyatt were listening to it. It's just
That
very
one is
funny.
so good, though.
It's
Still my
epic.
favorite episode.
I think it's my favorite too. We were in person for that one, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that made it
We
better
were
too.
in person, but we called Sasha from season 1.
Yes, yes, because I was in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm. It was so good.
Yeah,
that
funny.
was funny. Can't believe the time. I feel like 2024 went by really, really fast.
I am convinced that every year that you're an adult, time just speeds up. And my
Oh,
mom
it
explained
does.
it to me once. She was like, well, when you're 4, a year is a fourth of your life. But when you're, 30, a year is such a smaller fragment of life. Like, that
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense. And you're living life way differently. Like, Christmas break, you used to wait for that forever. And then it would go by so fast, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But it's not the same. I don't know.
Are you gonna do any New Year's resolutions?
I feel like I'm gonna do some, but nothing like crazy. I want to do ones that feel conducive to my life but help me elevate a little bit and not drastic to where then I feel bad about myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do the
I
basic ones where it's like lose this much weight, go to the gym like this, you know. I want to do ones that feel unique to me.
like. What are you thinking?
Like I want to have some reading goals. Um and I want to be mindful about budgeting, which is probably a basic one, but I do need to do that. I want to do some no buy rules, like being mindful of overconsumption, because I fall prey to like craving a dopamine hit and buying dumb shit and then being like, oh, I haven't even used this thing that I absolutely needed. You know what I mean? So things like that. What about you? And creative goals, like for my career.
Call and it um freaked out, and now it says we've only been recording for 30 seconds. So I hope we
No,
didn't ruin anything.
it says 37. No, it says 38 minutes now.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel better about that. And my headphones just died, but hopefully it's not reverberating back. But
No.
anyway, my goals, I don't really know if I have any goals because I feel like I'm like overproducing everything right now. Like I feel like I'm just like going, going, going. So I almost feel
Mm-hmm.
like my goals should be more like rest related.
Yeah, like in the moment, being mindful.
Yeah. And like well, cuz like I feel like I'm manifesting a whole bunch of stuff right now. And so I feel like um when the things come to like be grateful for them and stay um like schedule in time for resting because I don't think I do that enough. I didn't do that
I
enough in
think that's a good
24.
goal. Yeah, I feel like I need that also in my life. And to not feel guilty when I am resting, because I often equate my worth with productivity, and I feel like I need to challenge that still.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Um, you were not made to do tasks. You're made to be a human, and that's not what being a human is.
Yeah.
Sole purpose is.
Yeah. Internalized capitalism is awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Love it. But, oh, I think those will be good things for us to focus on.
Yeah, and I don't know. Guess just like manifesting more avenues and more like creative vision for the podcast, I think that that is something that I'm always thinking about. And
Yeah,
I'm
you're
doing
on
cool
top of
things.
that. I agree. You think outside the box all the time, which is something I admire about you.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
I feel like the podcast is a really good place for me to like um spend all that creative energy because I feel like if I keep it in my head, then I just get anxious about a lot of things.
Yeah.
But it is a way, it's like a healthy way to get it out of me and do
Yeah.
something creative and be like, I want to try this cool thing and like have the ability to actually be able to try the cool thing.
Mm-hmm. I want to learn how to do like air dry clay pottery
Okay.
and like junk journaling. Have you seen that?
No.
It's like you document your year based on like things you've done. Like, say you go to the movies and you have your ticket stub, you like journal based on that, and it's just an aesthetic thing. I'll have to send you some videos. It's very cool.
That sounds cool.
But then you're not just like throwing stuff away. You're using it as a way to create memories, which I
Yeah.
think is cool. Because I'm a forgetful girly.
Well, like, do you have to buy specific supplies?
No, that's the whole point is to like, well, obviously you would need glue and a journal to put it in, but it's utilizing the things you have and that you come into contact with.
Hmm, that's cool.
I mean, you can buy stuff too, which I'm a sticker person, so I'm sure that I'll invest in that, but it's a fun way to do that.
Hmm, I like it. I like
Look up
stickers. And I like making stickers.
I know you're good at making stickers. It's fun. Junk journaling 2025,
That would be good.
right?
And you'll have a bunch of junk from the house to put in there too.
Dude, I am so terrified of what is stuffed in our room. There's so much stuff in there right now.
No, I mean from like your house, building your house.
Oh, yeah.
Like you could
That,
like put casings from the wirings or something random in there.
mm-hmm. I have like paint swatches and things like that
Cute. I
too.
love that.
Yeah. So cool. I have a piece of wood that's going to be our flooring, but I cannot junk journal that because it is thick.
She thought
She thick.
maybe you could like, I don't know. There's got to be a way.
Mm-hmm.
Make it as the cover of your book or something.
I don't know. It's big. It's like, I don't know, bigger than you'd expect.
That's what she said.
Is it? Hopefully. They love us. Oh, the heater kicked on and it feels so sweltering in here. Ugh.
Really? It was
Yeah, first.
so nice here today. And the day before, like all weekend, we had the door open all weekend.
What?
Yeah, like we just let fresh air into our house.
I love opening the windows and having fresh air. Like sleeping with the window open is a luxury.
But it is like December 30th.
Exactly. It's wild. This winter has been very mild, knock on wood.
Well, that's good for building a house.
Exactly. I remember last year when we were doing my brother's house, we were mixing stucco buckets in the garage in a winter storm warning.
No, no, that sounds literally freezing.
Yeah, it was, and I thought my fingers were gonna break off trying to open the buckets. No.
I remember when I lived in Cedar and we like just walking out of Walmart and like breathing the air hurts your lungs. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I want to live in a place that doesn't hurt your lungs when you breathe.
Yeah. Or like your nose is a little runny and then you have icicles in your nose hairs.
Oh man, that's awful. I hate that.
Yeah. It hasn't been that bad this year.
But it does get that cold there. And then
Absolutely.
when I went to visit, I was so concerned that it was going to be so cold. So I was like prepared to be freezing, but it was
Whatever, you
not
were
that
wearing a
cold.
tank top the first day I saw you.
I know I was prepared to be freezing, but I was like wearing a tank top because it was not cold.
Yeah, it was
It's
funny.
also a different kind of cold here.
Well,
Like,
yeah, the humidity makes it different.
Yeah, it feels like it gets into your clothes. It doesn't matter how many layers you put on. But
Mm-hmm.
there you can just like put on an extra jacket and like as long as that your skin is covered, it's fine.
Yeah, I agree with that because it's not wet. It's just like sitting outside.
Yeah,
I don't know. I really liked being in the humid environment when I was there because it's so good for your skin and hair.
you're welcome to come anytime.
I'm just saying, I like it.
I like brought this like cuticle stuff because I was so worried about my hands cracking there too, and I like just like carried it around in my bag and just kept putting it on all day long.
That's funny.
I
My
was
hands are.
prepared to be cold and dry.
You were preparing for the worst. It wasn't that bad though. No,
No, it was warm, and I packed in a backpack. I was so proud of myself for like just having everything I needed in a backpack.
it's true. I don't think I could ever do that. But you guys do have stuff here that you could rely on if needed.
Yeah, I think I used one pair of pants from that, and that's it. And the
Oh, that's good. And the what?
and my curling iron
Oh, slay.
for Christmas, so that I looked cute.
Yeah, I was looking like I'm looking right now. Homeless. It's
Well,
fine.
it's a vibe, I guess.
It is. Everyone in Maverick was on my train, not yours.
Well, I I had like social things to do on Christmas morning.
I
I
know
felt
you
like I
guys
had to
had
be
like an
cute.
well, and that's like what we did on Christmas Eve, so that's fair. I was cute on Christmas Eve and then nothing on Christmas morning.
Yeah, it felt like such a short trip though.
You jam packed a lot of stuff in such a small time.
I did. It was. I'm glad that I had days off afterwards to like
Do nothing.
decompress. Yeah,
Yeah,
and then now I have to go jam pack into Colorado.
I know. How crazy. That'll be
It'll be
fun
fun
though.
though. And I have a ridiculous amount of like leave that I need to use. It's like probably pretty irresponsible how much leave I have. So
I wish I had leave for my job so it would make life so much easier. I do not have that.
it is definitely a benefit and a perk that I hope I never have to give up.
Totally fair. I only ever had that at one job. And they're
Was that
like,
Applebee's?
no, it was when I was at our job.
Oh, really? You
Hmm.
actually got PTO? I feel like you don't get PTO at that place.
It was very minimal. It wasn't like a good amount, but there was some. My boyfriend works in construction and gets PTO.
Really?
Yeah, he has PTO.
That surprises me. I feel like they normally don't get PTO.
He gets like 2 weeks of vacation time a year,
Well,
which
you guys need
isn't a
to
lot.
come to Arkansas then.
He's never gonna leave Utah.
I know, but you need to come for 2 weeks on PTO.
Oh, well, that would mean I have to not work for 2 weeks, which is not a thing.
But it could be.
It's not a thing. Maybe when the 5 years of building are up, maybe, but we shall see.
No, I'm not. I mean, I would love for you guys to come visit for 2 weeks. I think that would be so much fun. We could hang out and have some, like, do so many cool things. And I wouldn't want you to use all of your PTO in one,
Right?
because I don't
One
believe
fell
it.
swoop.
Unless if I use all of my PTO at one time, I'm probably on Survivor.
That would be awesome. I could see you on there. You and Colin are obsessed with those kind of shows.
I know.
I
And
don't
maybe get
understand
there.
it, but I appreciate that you guys love that.
You one day you'll get into your Survivor phase. It's coming. You
Mm,
have to reach a certain maturity, I guess. I don't know. I'm
whatever.
making
I've
this
been
up.
mature since I was like 14.
I'm making this up. It's a Survivor maturity. It's not a real thing.
Real
Besides,
life maturity.
yeah, it's different.
No, I'm good on Bob's Burgers.
I don't think I'll ever get to that one or The Office.
I love The Office, but it's different to watch it now because times have changed, if that makes sense. It's still funny.
I had so many people pressuring me to watch Parks and Rec, and I'm like, dude, that's my job.
It's not as good as The Office, in my opinion. Like, I watched it, but I'm not a diehard like I was for The Office.
Fair, fair, fair. The best I can do is jury duty.
I haven't watched that, but I think I've seen memes about
You
it.
have to watch jury duty. It's so good, and it can never be done again.
What's it on? Isn't it a bunch of celebrities?
No, it is the one where uh, it's jury duty, but the only person who doesn't know it's real, or no, everybody knows it's not real except for one guy.
Hmm.
And one guy is like thinks it's real jury duty, and everybody else is just an actor.
Oh goodness. What's it on?
I can't remember.
I
You
can
have to
Google it.
Google it.
That's fine. I haven't been committed to watching any new shows. I think because I'm so busy in other stuff that when it comes to TV, I just want something familiar.
There's
Do you
only one
ever?
season of it.
I know,
There's
but do you
no
ever feel like that?
episodes. Yes, I get it. It's like you need something that your brain is not stimulated because it's stimulated so many other
Yeah.
places.
Okay, it's on Amazon Prime Video for all of the people wondering.
Yes, watch it. It's so good.
Did you ever watch Yellow Jackets?
No, I haven't watched it, but I think you told me, and I think my friend Kelly told me to watch it too.
It's so intense. You should watch it.
I feel
It
like
might
it's gonna be too
it
scary for me.
it might spook you out, but oh, it's so good. I loved it. I want to watch it again. I want to watch Ted Lasso again. I
Did you
love
watch
that show.
Severance?
Yeah, but I know that they're about to release season 2, so I need to
That's
get
what I was
back.
doing before I recorded. We were just watching like the last one or two episodes, just so that we would be ready for when it came back.
I know, I feel like I need to rewatch because I watched it so long ago. And then everyone was on strike, so obviously it didn't come out for a long time.
Well, also with that show, it's so hard to even know what was going on in the first place that like it's easy to forget what
Well,
happened.
that's the point.
Which I was thinking about it, like because uh my coworker Kelly, she was like, "Are you watching any good shows? Like, did you watch any good shows over the weekend?" And I was like, "What did I watch? I can't remember what I watched." And so I like when I started watching Severance, I was like, "Oh my gosh! Like, what if our brains are being like set up to where we actually are forgetting like our home life while we're at work and our work life when we're at home?"
I don't have that problem, unfortunately.
Well,
I
I
don't know.
mean, just because like we scroll so much and we like binge so much TV that like our brains go on overload, and I feel like it's easy to forget what happened in a show
That's
because
true.
like you're
You
not
just
really
consume
present
so much. Hmm.
and you're consuming so much.
Well, and how often are you like scrolling on your phone while watching a TV show?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just bonked the basket.
You silly goose. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's an interesting thing. I read a dystopian novel over the Christmas break, and it was very bleak and like one of those ones that you don't stop thinking about. You're like, oh, this is disturbing. It's called I Who Have Never Known Men, and it's like 40 women underground in a bunker, and they don't know why they're put there, and they're isolated from the world.
That's scary.
It's intense, but they get out of the bunker, and then they're like trying to find other humans.
I'm guessing it's not like Unbreakable's Kimmy Schmidt then,
No, definitely not.
but same concept but different, done differently.
Absolutely done differently. Yeah, no, it's interesting, and it's
Okay.
really short. So,
I just read Untamed. That's what I finished on the trip.
Glennon Doyle.
Hmm.
I
It was
DNF'd that book.
it was okay. You what?
I DNF'd it, like I did not finish it.
Oh,
I feel like there were aspects that I liked, but it also felt really anti-man, which is fine, but I don't think all men suck. So I was kind of like, "Mm."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I finished it. It was kind of like that. I can see why you would say that. And it was hard to get through the middle part, but then eventually I did like get to the end, and it was okay.
Yeah, I feel like if I
She
had read
came
it,
around towards the end. But I think it was just like her personal experience,
yeah,
and
I agree
and
with that.
from her lens, that's what she experienced, and my lens is
Absolutely.
different. So there were like cool nuggets in there that I was like, oh, that's wise. I like thinking like that, and this and that and this and that. But then, like, there were other parts that I was like, oh, that's definitely her lens.
Yeah, absolutely. And I agree. There were some good things I liked in it, and I think I quit in the middle because I was just like, I'm not really driving with this right now. And that's a goal of mine is like if I'm not feeling something, I'm not gonna force myself to finish it. Or if it's something I don't feel like is suiting me at that time, I can come back around to it and try again. I'm fine with that.
It's good. I've
Yeah.
also been reading Tiffany Haddish's second book.
I don't know who that is.
She's like, I don't know. She's in a bunch of stuff.
Oh, like a famous person? Is it a memoir?
Yeah, I love. Well, it's not really a memoir. It's just like she's like writing her stories about her life, but like lessons in life based on
Hmm.
her stories.
Yeah, I'm not as much of a nonfiction person as you are.
I know. I'm boring.
You're not boring.
Casey
I
and I
just feel
talk about
like
this too.
Casey's very much into like the fantasy realm.
Yes.
I'm a little more rooted in reality, but like not true reality.
Yeah.
I'm the middle
I'm
of you two.
yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
Colton
I've
really likes the fantasies too.
true.
He's like
Um,
all about that. He just read like a 36 book series about
so
space
Brandon
people or
Sanderson.
something. I think he read that, but that was not the one he just read. He
Oh,
he likes like 36 series books about space people and like books about like CIA agents and stuff.
yeah, he likes epic sagas. I can see that. I feel like that's what a lot of men read
Yeah.
if they read.
Or cowboy novels. He doesn't read those though.
Um, I got Wyatt's grandma 2 books for Christmas, and she literally finished one in 2 days, and it devastated her. And she called me. She was like, Kenzie. She's like crying. I'm like, oh goodness. I knew you were gonna love this book, but I haven't read it yet, so now I've got to read it. She loves historical fiction though, which isn't usually up my alley. So
Hmm. Um I know a lot of people that like that too, but maybe I
Natalie
would like
loves
it, but
historical fiction.
I just like nonfiction guys. Don't hate me.
No one hates you. A lot of people like that read fiction opt to try nonfiction because I don't know. I have read quite a few memoirs, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
The
I
Glass Castle and Educated are my favorite memoirs I've read.
really
Yeah.
educated triggered me so bad.
But yeah, it was hard. It was a hard read.
Well, it also is very similar to my life growing up.
Well, I know there's a lot of parallels, but it is an incredible book. And it's so hard to judge a memoir. But did you read Know My Name?
No.
Do you know what that one is?
No.
It's the Brock Turner, the girl who was
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I do
sexually
know that.
assaulted by him. Yeah, she wrote her story, and it is so heavy. It was very sad.
Should look it up. Sounds like something I would like.
You would like it. It's by Chanel Miller. It's intense, though. Definitely like read trigger warnings if you're gonna read it. Other people.
Good, good, good. I don't know. I want to say preamble, but I know that's wrong.
Why can't I think of the correct word either? I don't know. Precaution.
Yes, that'll do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Oh my gosh, you're trying to kill me.
No, I wouldn't kill you.
Alrighty. Well, I need to take a shower and go to bed.
Same. I
Is
need to
there
take a
anything
bath.
else that you'd like to talk about that you haven't gotten to talk about yet?
No, I don't think so. What about you?
I think that's it. Thanks for coming.
Okay,
I love
you're
you.
welcome. I love you too.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.